This is why when we do dreams, is the fastest way to get to understanding the trauma complexes and to make connections, is because the dream is made by the instinctual consciousness, and the dominant ego mind really isn't involved in its creation. The best way is to look at the symptoms of your life, whether they're physical symptoms, social symptoms, relationship symptoms, psychological symptoms, as we would term that. Look at those and start to see where they're at. That's the first thing that you would do if you want to know where a trauma complex is working, because it's invisible and it's really not a thing. It's using different aspects of your body and the environment around it and your mind. So it's not really, it really is like Stranger Things. It really is kind of a hive mind flayer, thing. The only meaning that you're going to be able to have in life is if you find your own meaning. There's no outside meaning that's going to be given to you. And so back to what I was saying about the invisibility, because it's invisible and it's really not tangible, the only way it's tangible is by the actual symptoms, the scenes that are set up in your life. This is why when we do dreams, is the fastest way to get to understanding the trauma complexes and to make connections, is because the dream is made by the instinctual consciousness, and the dominant ego mind really isn't involved in its creation. And so it tells us exactly where the situation is, as opposed to having to deal with the minefield of the reality that you're in, that you have to dissociate from certain things. Like you're working against things when you initially ask, look at the symptoms of their life, because you're asking them to look at the divorce, you're asking them to look at the physical concerns that they've had for 10, 15 years that they can't figure out how to fix, or they've been misdiagnosed, or they have multiple diagnoses, and there are reasons why they're dissociated from these things. But the dream gives you a package, and at the same time, with the new neuroscience, the dream removes the limbic response, or the emotional dysregulation. So you're actually dealing with the emotional content, but without the emotional. So it's kind of like doing a test run on what could be if we kept going down this route without the emotional dysregulation that happens with people who are traumatized. And the work is to get that closer and closer, where you actually can start to feel it and be cognizant of it at the same time. That's the work, and I don't think that's being done anywhere.